even though it's still early in December, the people of Waynesburg have really gotten into the holiday spirit this week.
Boy, they really have, Paul. You can see that the street lamps are decorated, and the Christmas trees up here in front of the courthouse. All the shop fronts have been decorated by the owners, and there's really a great turnout, a great crowd here today despite the poor weather.
And poor weather is what we had this morning. It rained most of the day, but it has let up, and right now we have a few sprinkles. It's about 55 degrees here on High Street, which could be a favorable change from last year when the temperatures were in the freezing range, although the wind right now is picked up.
And I think we're about ready to start. Coming down the street now is the first unit of the parade. This is a Pennsylvania State Police car, and it's driven by Officer Stutz.
The State Police starting off the parade as they do every year. And as you can see there, a pretty good crowd up and down the sides of the street, Janella.
And you can see umbrellas instead of scarves and mittens. Again, that car is driven by State Police Trooper Stutz.
And following, close behind Officer Stutz. Traditionally, every year, starting off the parade, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 4793, and the American Legion Keller Guard. A group of gentlemen that participate in just about every parade you'll see in this area. There they are. They're still marching, as we have seen a lot of cancellations today, Janella. A lot of high school bands and other groups of people that have not come out in the bad weather.
Following the VFW is the Grand Marshal of this year's Christmas Parade, Miss Rain Day 1993, Sherry Lynn Tucker. Sherry's the daughter of Dennis and Janet Tucker, and she is a junior at Waynesburg Central High School. Sherry's riding in a car that's driven by Bob Levo. And there you can see Sherry waving to the crowd.
There she is. Next up is the Honorable H. William DeWeese. Mr. DeWeese is, of course, the Speaker of the State House of Representatives here in Pennsylvania. And Mr. DeWeese is also a member of the Board of Trustees at Waynesburg College.
And you can see his car moving up to the staging area now.
And following behind Mr. DeWeese is the mayor of Waynesburg, Kyle Eddy. He has served as the mayor for 8 years, and his driver today is Tim Bolin.
And coming up behind Mayor Eddy is Greene County Sheriff, Mr. Richard Ketchum.
Greene County Sheriff, Mr. Richard Ketchum.
You can see him there in the sheriff's car. And behind him is the Greene County Clerk of Courts, Mrs. Shirley Stockdale.
As you can see on all of these cars, a red ribbon, Janella, courtesy of Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
That's right, and that group will also be passing out red ribbons to the crowd and coloring books to the kids when they pass their unit through the parade route.
As you can tell by the windshield wipers on the car, there is just a little bit of a drizzle right now, but that hasn't kept anyone from coming out for the parade.
And there you can see Mrs. Stockdale.
And in that golf cart coming down High Street right now, you see everybody's favorite purple dinosaur, always a favorite with the kids, as you can see them all waving to him as he rides past. The golf cart was donated by Keener's Auto Sales.
Following behind there is Miss Mary. There you can see a shot from the crowd. Following behind the dinosaur is Miss Merry Christmas from Waynesburg Central High School, Jana Barish. Jana is 17 years old, and her parents are John and Linda Barish. She's a senior at Waynesburg Central, and she's actively involved in Student Council Alpha, and she's also a member of Waynesburg's volleyball team. Miss Merry Christmas.
Great shot of her trying to keep warm with the blanket across her lap. And as I'm sure you heard them coming, there is the Waynesburg Central High School Raider Marching Band. 57 members strong today and under the direction of David Coldren. The drum majors this afternoon are Kristen Nelson and Jan Howard, and this band was recently honored with the title of 1992 Tournament of Bands Group 3 Champions.
And I believe that they're going to perform for us now here in the staging area. This is the Waynesburg Central High School Raider Marching Band. And that was the Waynesburg Central High School Raider Marching Band. You can see the crowd did enjoy them.
Cole didn't keep them from coming out, along with the auxiliary units of the band. There they are, the Waynesburg Central High School varsity cheerleaders. The co-captains of that unit are Christina Reyes and Jackie Kirby. The junior varsity co-captains are Rachel Hardesty and Dana Corwin.
The 9th grade captain is Rochelle Marley, and her co-captain is Laura Fox. And the 7th and 8th grade captain is Autumn Marisa. The co-captains are Teresa Bouchard, Amanda Romeus, and Wendy Atlick. Here you can see coming up now the Warrior Trail School after-school program, and they have a float. The theme is Christmas with Elvis. Their wagon was donated by Vandruff Tractor and Implement Sales.
I wonder how many of these kids actually know who Elvis was, Janella. As they move along here, I would imagine we'll see a small Elvis somewhere on that float.
There he is. That's great. Once again, those kids are from the Warrior Trail School after-school program. And you can hear Cameron Volunteer Fire Department coming. Their chief is Nathan Francis. The fire company has 35 members, and they're bringing with them a 1992 KME Chevy 1250 pumper engine, all the way from Cameron, West Virginia. And there you can see the truck showing off its lights and hear the sirens.
Once again, the Cameron Volunteer Fire Department.
This is the Daisy Girl Scout Troop 3590 from Waynesburg.
And you know, the leaders of this troop are Kathy Iacchetti and Mary Thompson.
There are 11 members in the troop.
There you see them all gift wrapped, ready for Christmas. And following close behind them is Barbara's dancing school. Along with them today will be the Miss Dancing Deb, Jessica Kiowski. Jessica is 17 years old. She's the daughter of Joe and Suzanne Kiowski. She is a senior, or I'm sorry, she currently attends Waynesburg Central High School.
And I believe that the girls are going to dance for us now.
Barbara's Dancing School has locations in Waynesburg and Fredericktown, and 50 students. From the very old to the very small, and also a few boys along with that group. I think she did better than I could at a cartwheel at this point.
And there is Jessica Kajowski, Miss Dancing Deb.
Here we have Jessica Kiowski, Miss Dancing Deb.
She gives a nice wave and a smile to the crowd.
Next we have a float from the Franklin Care Center, and the theme is the magic of Christmas. Their wagon was donated by Earl Welsh. The Franklin Care Center is devoted to quality care, providing love and a home-like atmosphere for their residents. They assist residents in creating magical moments, enabling them to continue family traditions. Once again, their theme is the magic of Christmas.
See some youngsters there along with their grandparents riding along.
That is the live band transfer process.
Next we have the Bowlby Public Library, and their theme is the Bowlby Library Outreach for Books Van. As a shot of some folks enjoying the parade.
Just trying to stay dry and keep warm, and there's the bear from Bowlby Library.
And once again, this is the Bowlby Library Outreach for Books Van.
Next up, the 1993 Waynesburg Central High School homecoming queen, Billie Jo Straley. Billie Jo is a senior at Waynesburg Central right now. She's 17 years old. Her parents are Harry and Betty Straley of Waynesburg.
She's the 17-year-old daughter of Harry and Betty Straley. She's a senior at Waynesburg Central High School.
There's a nice shot of her waving to the crowd. Behind Billie Jo is Karen Milinovich, the 1993 Coal Queen candidate from Waynesburg Central High School. Karen's 17 years old, and her parents are Tom and Debbie Milinovich. Karen is a senior at Waynesburg Central High School. And she's got the right idea there with the umbrella.
Taking the smart approach. She gets some cheers from the crowd.
Next we have Dr. Michael Webb Jr. and Associates, Partners for Progress. Dr. Michael Webb Jr. and Associates and the Tri-State Healthcare Association bring the best in chiropractic and medicine together under one roof for complete spinal health care. And riding in the truck there are Dr. Webb and his staff and their family members.
Throwing out candy to the kids along the way. I'm sure that makes them a quick favorite. As you see him tucking it away for later on.
Next we have
that is the Baby Rain Day King, Dylan Patrick Blosser. Dylan is 3 years old and the son of Greg and Michelle Blosser of Clarksville.
Here we have the 1993 Baby Rain Day Princess, Spring Gaskell, and she is a 7-month-old daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ed Gaskell of Waynesburg. This is Jessica Amos. She is the 1993 Baby Rain Day Queen. She's 2 years old, and her parents are Rodney and Jill Amos of Sycamore.
And there's Dylan Blosser. A little bit later than we had expected him, but there is the 1993 Baby Rain Day King.
Dylan's 3 years old, and his parents are Greg and Michelle Blosser of Clarksville.
Next up is a float, the Appalachian Appalachian Mountain Square Dancers. There are 20 members to the group that meets once a month, and they participate in several parades and entertain many times throughout the month at area nursing homes. And this club originated about 10 years ago in Addison, Pennsylvania, and they maybe have taken the best approach so far today to staying dry and staying warm. This is the fourth place float in the float competition for the 1993 parade. They have taken fourth place.
Here you can see the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Greene County chapter float, and their theme is "No Thanks, I'm Driving Tonight." Their truck was donated by Bill Groves, and it's driven by Chris Sheldon. Mothers Against Drunk Driving says the theme of their float is "No Thanks, I'm Driving Tonight," which means that even Santa Claus would not think of driving his sleigh drunk. The Santa sleigh and reindeer were constructed and painted by Bob Watson, an art teacher at Carmichael's area junior-senior high school, and his students helped out there.
And Mothers Against Drunk Driving urges everyone to tie a red ribbon on their cars as a reminder not to drink and drive, especially during this holiday season. And as we said before, the members of the chapter have been passing out red ribbons up and down the streets so far this afternoon, and all of the floats that have come through have had a red ribbon tied on there. You see one of the members passing out the red ribbons.
Next, we have the new Freeport Volunteer Fire Department. There are 27 members in the department, and the chief is Ron Six. They brought with them a 1957 Ford Pumper. As of November 5th, they broke ground for their new fire hall. The building is going up nicely, and it'll be able to house their trucks. And by Christmas of this year, with the help of the county, the inside will be done in April or May.
Sometime here this spring. Good news
You can hear
for
their
New
sirens
Freeport.
too.
Next is the National Vocational Technical Honor Society float. They are from the Greene County Area Technical School. Their theme is Enchanted Wonderland. The trailer they're on is donated by Charles Bradman of Carmichael's. There's a good look at the members of that float right there.
Riding along with them are members of the Miss Merry Christmas and her court. Miss Merry Christmas from the Greene County Votech School is Stacy Burdine. Her guardians are Rachel and Bob Costa. Stacy attends Jefferson Morgan High School, and her escort was J.T. Hart. The sophomore attendants were Jennifer Kistrick and Raymond Harmon. Next, we have the Salvation Army Canteen. This is the Western Pennsylvania Service Unit Canteen, a vehicle which goes out to emergency situations, and it hands out food, clothing, and etc.
Here come the Jefferson Morgan Junior Senior High School Rocket Band and their cheerleaders. The co-captain of the varsity cheerleader squads are Nicole Blaney and Beth Ann Burke. The junior varsity co-captains are Lisa McMillan and Megan Barchese. And the junior high co-captains are Andrea DeVecca and Lindy Stockdale. A good look at them as they lead their band down High Street here in Waynesburg. And a little chorus line activity for us. And I believe that the Jefferson Morgan High School band will be playing for us as well, Janella.
That's right. The songs that they're going to perform are Jingle Bell Rock, Sleigh Ride, and their school's fight song.
Originally, it was thought that this band wouldn't be here today for the parade, but the last minute they did arrive and decide to take part in the event. There's another youngster there, looking on with his father. And our first look at the Rocket Band. 55 members to the unit, and they are under the direction of Kevin McElhaney. Their drum major this afternoon is Tara Chedester. The the dance line captain is Natalie Velozin, and the silk captain today is Tina Naposki.
And here you can hear the fight song.
Well, they threw a monkey wrench in our plans, you know. They didn't stop the play as they have moved on down High Street. So that means next up will be the Jefferson Volunteer Fire Company. Their chief with them this afternoon is Lloyd Adamson. They brought along some of their EMS equipment, an ambulance. And also a fire truck, a 1986 Sutphen pumper.
Here is the Jefferson Volunteer Fire Company, Chief Lloyd Edison. This is 1986, Sutphen pumper. Also
Riding on that will be the Miss Merry Christmas from Mapletown High School, Tammy Matthews. Tammy is 17 years old and daughter of Charles and Sue Matthews. And there are some members of the Waynesburg National Guard Armory, as they have some young people along with them for a ride in one of their vehicles. Also in the back there, members of the National Guard Family Support Group. And some members of the Armory, actually most of them had an interesting experience this summer, Janella, as they got to take a 2-week training trip overseas, and they spent some time in the field with English troops, and had some time to take a look at the sights and sounds of England in the London area. And of course, annually, here comes Lloyd Hilverding with his antique car, a 1946 Ford Super Deluxe. It's a 2-door sedan. An absolutely beautifully maintained automobile. That could be the very first Christmas parade. That one.
Here we have the Miss Merry Christmas from Mapletown High School, Miss Tammy Matthews. Tammy is 17 years old, and her parents are Chuck and Sue Matthews. Tammy's a senior at Mapletown High School. Her honors have included the 1992 Homecoming Queen. She participated in the Miss Pennsylvania Teen Pageant. She was first runner-up for the prom court. She's been a Student of the Month, an honor student. She's a member of the Ski Club and the Youth Education Association.
Member of the Ski Club.
And close behind her, the Mount Morris Community Volunteer Fire Company, one of their vans. And well up the street, just now coming into view, is another one of our area homecoming queens from Mapletown High School. This is Miss Laura Donnelly. Check that. This is the Washington County Agricultural Fair Queen, Marcy Lynn McGueen. Marcy is 18 years old. She's the daughter of Donald and Janet McGueen. Currently, she's a freshman at Wheeling Jesuit College, and she is also the Washington County Beef Representative.
Following Marcy is the 1993 Riverfest Queen, Danielle Prohera. Danielle is 17 years old, and her parents are John and Karen Prohera of Carmichael's. Danielle is a senior honor student, and she attends Carmichael's Area High School. There you can see Danielle waving to the crowd.
Next we have the Green County Land Queen, Nancy Kerr.
Next up is the Greene County Lamb and Wool Queen. She is Nancy Kerr. Nancy is a freshman at Penn State University. She is 18 years old. Her parents are Bob and Sue Kerr. And she has chosen not to sit on the back of the convertible. She'd rather stay inside, as the rain has picked up a little bit here on High Street now. We're seeing a few more umbrellas and even feeling a few drops ourselves underneath the courthouse roof here in front. Santa Claus caps and candy canes already in style, even though this is the first week of December.
This is the Girl Scout Brownie Troop 3662, and they represent East Franklin. They have 37 members, and their unit leaders are Alice Teagarden, Jenny Koss, Autumn Stewart, and Lisa Fonata.
Another group of girls gift wrapped.
Sounds like they're singing some Christmas carols, too.
And behind them is the Aleppo Junior Girl Scout Troop number 3598. There are only 10 members in this troop, and their leader is Dolores Mason, and her co-leader is Joy Sotler. And they stay true to the theme, as they too come wrapped as Christmas gifts.
And following the Girl Scout troop is Curry Memorial Home Activities Department.
There's the float now as it moves in. Mountain View Gardens. And their theme, a Charlie Brown's Christmas. The truck was donated by DL Machine. Their driver is Ron Fisher. Janella, this is, as you can see by the blue ribbon on front, the first place float in 1993, and we'll get a good look at it here in a minute. Once again, Charlie Brown's Christmas is the theme of this one. There is Charlie Brown and some friends trying to pick out a Christmas tree.
Following that float is young Miss Greene County, 1993, Miss Bryn Serrata. Bryn is 9 years old, and her parents are John and Anita Serrata. Bryn is in the 4th grade at Carmichael's Elementary Center, and for her talent, Bryn plays the violin.
There's a great look at her.
This is the first year for the young Miss Greene County pageant, and they plan to have it continue.
We'll see some more contestants from that pageant, as here is one more, the young Miss Greene County, Rachel Philippi. She is 8 years old, the daughter of Grover and Irma Jean Philippi. She is currently in the 3rd grade at East Ward Elementary School.
Rachel Philippi.
She looks excited.
She is the 8-year-old daughter of Grover and Irma Jean Philippi. Rachel is in the 3rd grade at East Ward Elementary School.
And following Miss Philippi will be the talent portion winner of the young Miss Greene County pageant, Kathy Chapman. Kathy has chosen as well to stay inside her car. She's 10 years old. Her parents are Tim and Linda Chapman, and she is a 5th grader at Margaret Bell Miller Middle School. There she is, smiling away from inside that car. Here is the Miss Photogenic winner of the Young Miss Greene County Beauty Pageant, Cassie Mooney. As she rides atop her car, Cassie's 8 years old. Her parents are Bob and Helen Mooney. She is a third grader at East Franklin Elementary School. And Janella, she also holds the title of Little Miss America, Pennsylvania Photogenic, 1993.
Cassie Mooney. Cassie is the girl's daughter of Bob and Helen Mooney. Cassie is in the third grade at East Franklin. She also holds the title of Little Miss America.
Good look there. Some more of the umbrellas that have started to pop up along High Street. People trying to stay warm as the wind has picked up a little bit.
And behind Cassie is the 1993 Pennsylvania Bituminous Coal Queen, Amber Stahl. Amber's 17 years old, and she's the daughter of William and Debbie Stahl. Amber's a senior at Carmichael's Area High School.
Amber's a senior at Carmichael's Area High School.
A great look at Amber smiling from her car. And right behind her is the Carmichael's and Cumberland Township Volunteer Fire Department. Riding along their pumper tanker, 1985 Volvo. Their chief is James Higgins, and there are currently 60 members in the Carmichael's Cumberland Township Volunteer Fire Department.
See the crowd anticipating the next unit. And it is Miss Merry Christmas from Carmichael's Area Senior High School, Miss Melissa Marie Jones. Melissa's 17, and her parents are Art and Paula Jones. Melissa's a senior at Carmichael's High School, and her honors include being a member of the marching band. She's president of the National Honor Society and a co-captain of the school's cheerleading squad.
And here comes Orp. What is Orp, you ask? Well, Orp is the mascot, I guess you'd call him, of the Observer Reporter. That's the guy that looks like the paper, of course, if you had any questions. He runs along down High Street, playing it up for the kids, and right behind him is the Joan Calavota Dance Center. Some members dancing along in front, and followed by a truck donated by Bruce and Kay Merkel. There are 90 students in this school, Janella.
Paul, several of these dancers have performed with the Indianapolis Ballet Theater when their touring company appeared locally.
Some of the awards they have won include the World's Dance Champion at the Summer Dance Festival of Niagara Falls. They are the Grand Champion of Dance Caravan in Toledo, Ohio, and also the winners of Star Systems Dance Competition in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And many of these young dancers have been chosen to go along with Dance Caravan's Caravan Kids and perform nationwide.
Next we have the Alpha Tri-High Y Club from Waynesburg Central High School, the Cinderella Ball Court of 1993.
You see a few more members of the Joan Calavota School of Dance, some of those not quite big enough to keep up with the crowd so far. And before that, you did see the Tri-High Y Club. The Cinderella Ball Queen, Waynesburg Central High School.
Her name is Tara Jeffries, and she's the daughter of Bob and Lillian Jeffries.
She is escorted today by Travis Kirby, the son of Dove and Lucretia Kirby. Behind him, there you can see a good shot of Travis, along with the Cinderella Ball Queen. Come elves on horseback.
Now Now we see Jenny McClellan's dance studio moving into the staging areas. These are called the Dream Girls, and they range in age from 4 through 18. They're a dance and baton troupe, and they're going to perform for us. And their selection's called a Christmas medley. I'd like to have their earmuffs.
I'm gonna have to keep down for that.
Once again, that was the Jenny McClellan Dance Studio dancing to a Christmas medley.
Coming up next, we have Cub Scouts Pack 1217. 15 members of that troop are marching in the parade this afternoon. The unit leaders are Brenda Yater and Patty Ross, and they represent the Aleppo area of Greene County. See them proudly displaying their flags and moving along with some of their other leaders.
And following behind is the Humane Society of Greene County. These dogs are currently housed at the shelter, and they're available for adoption. And if you're interested in adopting any of these pets, you should call the shelter at 627-9988. And also, the shelter is in need of volunteers, so please call if you're interested in giving of your time for the Greene County Humane Society.
That one will be one of the favorites among all the children. They get to see the dogs. And also a pretty effective way of maybe getting some of those dogs adopted as well. As you can see, some of them acting up a little bit, though, along the way. And there's a stop for some of the children to play with them. And be lucky if some of them weren't taken along the way, probably, Janella.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's still time to purchase your tickets on the Wooded Track. We wrap about by the Social Service League. Stop down to the Neighborhood office as usual with the track and purchase your chances.
Some of the members of the Humane Society passing out flyers explaining how to go about adopting a dog and where to call.
Not quite angels. The team is the best Christmas gift.
Now we have the Throckmorton United Methodist Church Youth Group, and they're called Not Quite Angels, and the theme for their float is the best Christmas gift. And the kids themselves are the gifts. Once again, that's the Throckmorton United Methodist Church Youth Group, and their theme is the best Christmas gift.
Next, we have the 1993 Greene County Fair Queen, Marty Leitner. Her parents are Richard and Nola Leitner of Rogersville, and she is 18 years old. She has decided to brave the weather. The Greene County Fair Queen. Look at Marty riding past some of the crowd. A few people along the way have dropped out here and there. And these are the registered Belgian mares, Bess and Fanny, who appear in the parade pretty much every year. They are sponsored by Century 21, Patterson Realty. And in past years, they have pulled the sleigh that has Mr. and Mrs. Claus in it, and not this year.
Behind them, we have the Center Township Volunteer Fire Department. There are 23 members in the department, and their fire chief is Todd Moore. They brought with them a Mack 1993 fire engine, a 1988 GMC tanker, a 1977 rescue pumper. It's a Ford Pierce, and also a 1988 Squad Ford truck. There you can see some more shots of the Center Township Volunteer Fire Department. You don't see many yellow fire trucks, do you, Paul?
I've never really paid that much attention to it, to tell you the truth. And the last truck for Center Township now making its way through the intersection here on High Street. And as that last fire truck passes, we get ready to take a short break. We'll be back with more coverage of the 1993 Greater Waynesburg Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade right after this.
Vince, that new dummy cam is great.
Yeah, it'll sure give people a whole new outlook on what it's like when you don't wear a safety belt. from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Christmas? Her name is Angie Smith. Angie is 17 years old, and her parents are Judy Smith of Holbrook. Her honors include marching band, concert band, and jazz band, county band, and county chorus, and she's also president of the National Honor Society. Once again, that's Angie Smith, Miss Merry Christmas, from West Green High School.
Angie is also the vice president of the band, and she plays basketball. She's on the student council and a member of the Young Educators Association. So, a very busy young lady, and there you see it again. People trying to stay dry along the sides of the streets as the rain has picked up just a bit more. Hopefully we can have it hold off all the way until the end of this parade. And here are some more Belgians moving through the intersection. They are from Rocky Ridge Acres.
Next we have Rocky Ridge Acres, Belgium. It's a beautiful hit, driven by Red Tiger.
Red Tiger is the man driving that wagon, along with some members of his family. These horses as well, a yearly participant here in the Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade.
Behind the horses is the Rogersville Cub Scout Pack, number 825, and they represent the Rogersville area. Their unit leader is Mary Herrick, and the Scoutmaster is Mr. Tim McClure.
We're from the Rogersville area, the unit leaders is Mary Herrick and the Scoutmaster, Tim McClure.
Here is the third place float of the afternoon. You see the yellow ribbon on the front of the truck. From Rolling Meadows Church of God, and the children's youth group there is the group that put it together. Their theme is Christmas is a Time to Love. And they'd like to thank Bill Iams and the Log Cabin Fence Company for donating the wagon that they built their float on. So we'll take a look at the third place float here in just a second, a closer look, I should say. Great job by a bunch of young people here to put something together so well and come home with a third place prize. Once again, the youth group from Rolling Meadows Church of God. And here's some singing coming off of that float as it goes past the courthouse here. A lot of young people on them. And a singing book on the back of the float as well. There is Pack 1820, the Tiger Cubs representing Waynesburg. They ride through here in that blue pickup truck. They are 23 scouts strong, and their leader is Jesse Temple. As they wave to the crowd from the back of that truck. Once again, we have seen a lot of Santa Claus hats along the sidelines today.
This is the Bobtown Volunteer Fire Department.
Some candy being thrown from the sides of that truck as it moves down High Street. And as always, a customary struggle along the streets as the kids try to pick up the candy as fast as they can. They're not wasting any time either, are they? Next up is a van from the Disabled American Veterans. Ralph Kiger is behind the wheel, and he is the commander of that group. Riding in the van with him is Carol Kramer, the treasurer of their auxiliary, and Shirley Hall, the commander of the auxiliary. Once again, the Disabled American Veterans.
State Fair Queen, Amy Anderson.
This is Amy Anderson, the 1993 State Fair Queen. She's the 18-year-old daughter of Randy and Betty Anderson, and she's a freshman attending St. Vincent College in Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
And there are some members of the Waynesburg Elks Lodge 757. And moving along down High Street. Some officers of the lodge, along with people from the local Cerebral Palsy Visiting Nurse Association. As you see some of the groups that have already taken part in the parade coming back up to check out the rest of the remaining units.
Alongside the officers of the Waynesburg Lodge, including the golf motor Sam Hosey.
More members of the Bobtown Volunteer Fire Company. Riding on those fire trucks are members of the Foreign Exchange Students Interact Club, Rice's Landing Fire Company. And you will see some of them wearing ethnic costumes representing their homelands, and all of them with the different flags, telling a story about where they're from.
This is the Sons of the American Revolution. They have a 1968 Eldorado Cadillac owned by Sam Milliken. It's driven by Cheryl Headley, and riding in the car is Bill Gardner, George Scott, George Grimes, and J.D. Scott.
They have taken the hood up and windows up approach now as the rain is coming down much harder and starting to thin the crowd out here a little bit. They've hung in for a while, but I'm sure that it's very chilly after standing out in the rain for so long. There you see some that aren't ready to leave quite yet. Staying very warm.
Here another unit of the Bobtown Volunteer Fire Department. And maybe a future member.
Here is a horse called Silver being ridden down High Street, a late entry into the parade. That is all we know about this unit. It's a horse called Silver, a mysterious horse. As you can see, people just trying to stay dry right in front of the courthouse now as we are nearing the end of this year's Christmas parade. We have another float on the way now. This is a first-time entry into the Christmas parade. The Greek Council of Waynesburg College has put a float together. You see members of the fraternities and sororities riding along on that one. And as you can see a man talking into a phone there, that is John Burns of WCYJ Radio. He is in the middle right now of a 48-hour music marathon to benefit Children's Hospital. And that is an interesting approach to taking care of business there. as there are people from WCYJ going up and down the streets collecting donations for that music marathon.
Here we have the 1993 homecoming king and queen from Waynesburg College, Tara O'Donoghue and Andrew Olson.
Tara and Andrew, of course, both seniors. Tara, a nursing major, and Andrew, an English major. And next up, right behind the king and queen of Waynesburg College, the Waynesburg College Marching Band, under the direction of Bill Parker. The band is in its 8th year, and if you'd like to take a look at Bill Parker, you're going to have to wait just a few seconds as he is playing the snare drum with the band. A small group, but they work very hard throughout the course of the year. Two alumni of the college in there as well, filling in some holes in the band. Director of the band.
The band, we have the Waynesburg Volunteer Fire Department.
As always, all of their vehicles will be in the parade, ready to close it out. That is wagon 61-1, the command vehicle of the fire company. There's squad vehicle 61-3, one of the vans they use to move members of the fire company from place to place.
Here we can see engine 61.7. It's a 1987 68 Mack, and it carries 1,000 gallons of water.
Which carries 7,150 gallons of water and has an outboard pump.
Various members of the fire company, along with their children, riding in the trucks. There's tanker 61-4. That is a reconditioned Mack truck, displaying its red ribbon proudly on the side mirror. And behind that, engine 6110. A lot of time spent on the maintenance and upkeep of these trucks, Janella, and bringing them out on a day like today has already committed these guys to a long hours of cleaning them, getting them ready for action.
You can see another tanker coming down.
Still more trucks on the way, and Janelle, it is unfortunate that so many groups could not be present today because of the bad weather. This one seems a bit shorter than some in recent memory. It was expected to be one of the biggest Christmas parades in history here in Waynesburg, but the bad weather caused many of the local bands not to show up, and a lot of the groups with smaller children or large groups of people just decided it'd be better if they stayed out of the rain this afternoon. But that really hasn't taken away too much from it. It's still been a great Christmas parade, starting off the month of December, as it always does here in Waynesburg. And next to last, Rescue 61-1. That is the truck, Janella, that carries the Jaws of Life. And wrapping up this year's Christmas parade, as they always do, Mr. and Mrs. Claus riding on the back of that 1925 American LaFrance fire truck, the pride and joy of the Waynesburg Volunteer Fire Company. There you see Mr. and Mrs. Claus waving to the crowd. Traditionally, the last group to move through here. As they will wrap up the 1993 Christmas parade. We hope you've all enjoyed the parade this afternoon. On behalf of Janella Wozni, I'm Paul Bardo.
Thanks for joining us, and happy holidays.